First, let me explain something I believe I touched on in some of the previous assault big block videos. Different in their head from the Dart and the Brodix is they went in there and they said, let's elevate the whole runner, which my hat's off to them. This is one area that they went above and beyond Brodix and Dart both. The problem is, look at this bulge here. Once again, that's the one I sonicked. I want you to understand the reason it's there. What they did, let me back off, was they took the port that would have been here and moved it here. They brought the whole emphasis of the roof flow, which is your high lift flow, elevated it. In doing so, protruded this up and left this hump. Now, even though it's a problem, I'm pretty sure that what they done was left this to people like me. They'll never tell you this, but Brodix and Dart and them, they hand you a semi-finished head, even if they tell you, oh, it's assembled, valve springs ready to go. Bullshit. It is not that way. They get you close, but there's fine tuning. I guess I better be glad there was, or else I'd really be out of a job. I don't think it's that they want me to have a job as much as it is production. They're wanting to get it out the door, and they figure ones who are smart enough know that you're supposed to go through these things. But anyway, by leaving that there, I'm going to call it a tuning fork for this reason. I know how to put the cups, epoxy them, and if I'm hunting for maximum airflow, they've given me the blessing of moving this whole damn port up as high as they can do it. I mean, you've seen when I had the other head here when I pointed it, how much more height. Anytime you elevate, it's better. Is this bulge here annoying? Of course it is. Can I totally take it out? Absolutely not. But what I'm fixing to show you that I can do is smooth it dramatically. If I bust through, it won't bust through but just a little bitty bit. I don't think I'm going to. I've already did a couple of them before I come to the film, and so far I've had decent results. But let's go in there right now while I got this, and let's just watch how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to try to explain it. Okay, I'm going to gnaw at the apex. Now, excuse me, when I'm gnawing at the apex, every once in a while you'll see me go up and then come down, because you just can't come straight across all the way. See, I just keep, and then I got my finger, I'm not saying my finger's a sonic checker, but I've got it constantly underneath there, and it's just a feel I can't tell you over 20-something years that I feel. And another thing is sound pitch, which you've heard me go over before. Now this is my big egg hog master, my big 5/8, 11/16 big killer son of a gun. And as you can see, you've seen what it looked like before. There is a rise, and you can see the rise, but I've taken now that's all that I'm going to do with the butcher hog. I'm going to go back in with my smaller egg. Now this is a steel, so don't say, oh, you're getting a steel, little bitches. I'm going to go in here with one this size and a paddle and touch it up and pull it in. Now, why do I do that? Why didn't I go ahead, which I had seriously thought about, and just hump out? Well, the purpose of it wasn't to take the hump out. It was to lessen the dramatic blow as the air came in and hit and caused a jump. Now the big problem is the guide, which I'm going to show you how I go in there and pull all that meat in and blend it, bottlenose it, because now as the air comes in, here it goes at 690 feet per second. Now it's got a little bit of a transition. She starts to move and then pow, it's got to make the split. Rather than it coming in, pow, hitting here, jumping up, causing vortices, then hitting it. Always remember, you can have one disturbance in the flow and recovery. You can't have two. Because the second hump isn't giving it enough time between that first hump and the second one to straighten the laminar flow out to get it around the bowl and come around it. So, in essence, now we've took it from 2 to 1. Not to mention gotten back some of the very needed cross section, because look what is right here beside of where that bulge was. Our giant bulge and our tube wall. So we had it coming this way and this way. Bad news. Now we've only got one disturbance, which will tear that wall. That disturbance will be gone, and we've straightened and cured the problem in the port. Now, you've seen the hook port. Take a look at what we got over here. It ain't quite as bad, although it's kind of weird how they done it. Look at the right side. Okay, notice how on this side right here, different from the hook, if they got this bulge blended into the curvature right here, look how smooth that goes into the side. That's because this is your straight port. They gave this one room to work, whereas on the other side the wall was really closed up to it. So we won't have to take this out as dramatic as the left one, because it's got room, being this being the straighter port. I shouldn't say straight, that's incorrect. Straighter, much less of a dog leg. Room to move over here to compensate in this, and guess what? No bulge on this side of the wall. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to show you where I'm going to leave that at. Which, by the way, all these have exact measurements. I'm not just grinding by the eyeball, you guys. There is measurement being done when I grind it to get consistency and plot the height. I'm just not going to show that and get into that right here. It's going to be real hard here. Believe it or not, guys, I'm actually grinding through the viewfinder. Ain't that some messed up shit? So it's like you're right there with me. I'm seeing what you grinding on the apex. Alright, you see how I dramatically have moved that down, buddy. Woo! That's because I got the camera in the way, by the way. Alright, now I believe at this point, I don't think I busted through. Probably getting real close. Now I've took it out. I will go in there, like I said, with a 3/8 egg and do a little more blending and radius it. But now, see, that's gone. I've got a straight path up. Flow numbers on this mod, I would die to see. I'm not going to be honest or lie about it. just out of curiosity, just for that one mod and pulling that in. You do it two ways. You'd flow test it stock, then you'd flow test it here. Then after the 3/8 you'd flow test it. Then after you done the guide and contoured it, you would flow test it. You would have to just devote an entire flow bench session, probably a whole day, to pinpoint which one of them is making the big difference. But we'll get into that later. Got a new flow bench coming soon, a SF600, in the next couple of months, and you guys are going to get one hell of an education on that. All right, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get all this done on all of them. Then I'll come back to the 3/8 and everything. After I get that, I put it like this. I'll do this, then we'll post another section on reshaping the guide, because really all the 3/8 is going to do is just kind of like blend it. We'll go into the guide. Let's get one more shot of something though. Into that hump, I forgot to show you. I didn't know how many of my valid followers have noticed. I know one out there that noticed it, Yankee Cutter. I know you're probably sitting here critiquing every damn thing I'm doing. I know you caught it. Look, see, remember this wall? See how the bottom and the top is trenched right here? Where that bulge is, that being the wall that's the problem. Notice I didn't come all the way back. I have a reason. The math didn't dictate it to. And then it stops right here. We're correcting the problem in the port. That's what this is about. Now if we go over here and look at this straight wall, I virtually have done nothing to it. I mean, I'll go in there and blend it and get everything real nice, but no heavy metal removal right here. Why? Look, this head, let's go back and look at our numbers. What do we got? 324 and 329. We want to try to close the gap a little bit. Not too much though. I mean, if I see a 2 cc difference in them, that's what I want. If I get 0 and I got them both the same, guess what? I got problems, because I'm going to have a different air fuel arrival time. So can I balance them perfect? Yes. Is it done so by cc volume? No. Is it done so by cross-sectional area? No. That would have to be partially done by camshaft profile. Alright, anyway, just wanted to show you and get with you on that. And we'll concentrate on the guide and come back in a little bit. I just want to go over the sonic tecker and that bulge and being one of the problems in the head. Alright.